Okay, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Maybe good evening for some of you. Welcome in. Let's see, welcome into the AI note takers as well. Always got to be nice to our AI friends. Let's see, Rafferty, Raf, welcome back, my friend. Let's see, Tony, welcome back, Tony. So the show, welcome back, Cotter, welcome back, Tony. Let's see, anyone that's new in here, if you can put a one in the chat, that would be great. Put a two if you're returning. In other words, you've been using Dubb for a while. And maybe it's your first time in the training for a while, but you've had Dubb, that would be a number two. And number one would just be completely new to what we're doing. Okay, so Priya, thanks so much for putting that in there. Let's see. Christian, okay, you and I chatted. Yep, you're number one, two. Tony, two. Yep. Raf, two. Okay, great. And then Terry, if you get a chance, please put a one or a two in the chat. Let me know if you're new to Dubb or two if you are returning. Kyan, welcome back, my friend. Okay, so let me pop over to Priya. Priya, if you want to go ahead and say hi, please feel free. You can unmute yourself if you'd like to. If you want to say hi, if not, you can say hi in the chat. Totally up to you. If you want to say hello, if you are busy and you're not going to unmute from your side, if you don't mind just putting in your industry as well, that's always helpful. Hey, Priya.
Hey, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I'm a real estate agent here.
Oh, perfect. What do you do? Buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds, all the above, or who do you normally work with?
Mainly buyers and mainly sellers, maybe now. I'm transitioning towards more sellers and less buyers, but
Okay.
starting off with buyers, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so tell me where you are in the process. Are you just checking out the free trial? Did you jump on a paid account? Have you made a video? You just looking at it? Where are you kind of at in
I'm
the
just looking at it.
Okay. So these trainings, typically what we do is they run for just about under an hour, sometimes an hour. We cover the basics, especially when we have new folks in here. How do we record? How do we customize? How do we send? The reason we ask for people's industries is because when we're explaining the ways to record, we'll say, hey, if you're in real estate, this works really well. If you're in coaching consulting, this works really well. So it's a really good basic look at everything. So when I give the examples on how to record, there are very naturally real estate examples that I'll give as we move along. And if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat.
Yeah, sure. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and then if you want to, this is I'll give you this link in the chat. This is for everybody, but we always mention that these trainings are going to be on our YouTube support channel within, typically within 3 or 4 hours. I just dropped it in the chat. So what people will do is they'll come into the training. If they're returners, they'll have specific questions. If it's someone new like yourself, and they want to see certain parts of the training, they'll go back and watch it later on YouTube and then, pull up the tech online and kind of get used to what they're doing. But the biggest takeaway when you're sitting in here is figuring out what your use case is and the technology to make that happen. So typically within real estate, mobile app is great for property walkthroughs. Screen recordings are great for market updates. Recording directly to the webcam are great for someone interested in a property or introducing yourself to someone. So as we make our way through, just kind of keep that in mind.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Priya. And then let's see. I saw that someone else was new in here as well. Oh, Christian. We had talked before. We had actually met. I think it was last week. I believe. I'm almost positive. I am because
Yes,
yeah, you're Christian Bale's stand-in. What's going on, Christian Bale?
all is good. All is good. So I'm in the trial period. I'm about to like signing up. I'm just polishing up a few things and then try to make notes and then just to get the best out of the system.
Okay, great. Yeah, I know we went over some specific stuff when you and I chatted. I think it was on Thursday? It was on Thursday.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so if you have anything specific, let me know in this one here. If not, like I said, it'll be on YouTube in a couple hours. And
Right.
feel free, I mentioned this before, and I always put this in here, and people do this, but if you want to, feedback at Dubb, that's the email. So if you want to, because I know you have some experience recording stuff, but if you wanted to try one, feel free.
Perfect. Yeah, so
Cool.
I'm also in real estate, just to fresh up, specializing in sellers,
Yep.
I'm prospecting.
Yep.
So that's the way I would, like to reach my audience.
You had expireds, right, Christian? I think you just worked
Correct.
with expireds. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I remember
Cancel
that.
and expires. Correct.
Yep. I remember that. Yeah. And you were working with, I think it was condos, I think you had.
Yeah, condos
Right.
and single families.
Yep. Yeah, and I was talking about like find an interesting part of the condo or like, a fact that maybe when you have an expired, the other where it didn't work out with the other, team they were using. So stuff like that. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And then let's see. Was there any other ones in the chat? Anyone else new? I think that was pretty much it. Carolyn, I believe, welcome back. Ed, welcome back. Let's see. Yeah, Tony, you and I had met before. I know you're in real estate out by Chicago, out in Chicago area, out that way. Let's see. Do. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to share my screen and I'm going to jump into some specific stuff here. And these are always good reminders on things for especially the returners. If you have anything specific as we kind of make our way through, obviously feel free to drop it in the chat. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my screen and let's kind of walk through some stuff here that's important. Okay. So the biggest thing that you want to think about is, well, number one is, you always want to recognize, we talk about this in just in general, understand who your ICP is, your ideal client profile, like who you're reaching out to, what's the message, how quickly can we get to the hook that we're talking about. So we always talk about hooks with these things. What is your verbal hook? What is your visual hook? So you want to stop and say, okay, who's my audience? What's my message? How am I visually going to connect with them? And that's what you want to think about when I'm showing you these examples right here. So the first thing is when you think about Dubb videos in general, when you hit that record button, it is the first 3 seconds that's going to repeat. That's your animated preview as soon as you hit record, like you see right here as an example. You can, with editing inside of the Dubb platform, change it to a different part of the video. With social media, if you have a TikTok video or Instagram, you can slide the little slider to the different part of the video for the first 3 seconds, right? You can do the same thing inside of Dubb here. So if you want a different part of the video to be the animated preview, you can. You also can upload your own thumbnail. But it's more efficient if you don't worry about that and just when you hit record, just be ready. And then the first 3 seconds are right there to begin with, and it's just more, it saves you more time. Now, the different kinds of recording lend themselves to different kinds of things. So this right here was recorded with the webcam at the computer. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, has a whiteboard function where you can type a hook, which is why I just put right here, what's your hook? I think that on the whiteboard you can type, I think it's 30 something characters. So if you have like 4 or 5 words or within that range, that's usually pretty good. When you think about your hook, you can either use ChatGPT or within Dubb, see how it says chat with Auto right here? Inside your Dubb dashboard, we've really upgraded Auto in here. So you can type in here, hey Auto, give me 25 to 6 word hooks that I can use for my prospect to reach out. Obviously, give Auto or give ChatGPT the context, right? Who they are, why you're reaching out, all that good stuff. But the reason you want to say give me 25 to 6 word hooks is because when you're doing this style right here, you want to be able to type that message right here because this is one of the most straightforward ways to reach out to someone so they can see the message. The animated part of this is just me waving and pointing. You don't want to have it all the way back here or moving around too much they can't read it. Just kind of keep it right here and then someone can read it. In terms of what this works well for, if you're introducing yourself to someone, if you're having a message like an update to your contacts, whether you're in real estate, coaching, whatever your industry is, maybe this is a one to many where it says there's been a change, there's been an update, rate change, whatever that thing is, one to one or one to many. You could also send something like this if it's a referral. Hey, looking forward to meeting with you. Just something as simple as that. You can also, if you met with someone and maybe they didn't go with your product or service, you send them a follow-up. Hey, there's been a change. Or you have specific notes on maybe why they didn't go with you that you can send a video that looks like this. Now, this video here from the webcam can also have a style of video that looks like this as well, where you can have a virtual background behind you. The virtual backgrounds are really good for people's profiles, like you see here. They can be articles, properties in real estate, websites, whatever they are. Screenshots of actions that people have taken. Maybe they filled out a form. Maybe they visited your website. Screenshot that stuff and have it right there behind you. Because again, it gives context. Now, you also can do a combination of these things. I could have something like this where I have someone's profile behind me or a website or whatever it is, and I also can have the hook written on my phone. So I can do a combination of it just like this. Now, if it was in real estate and to say, hey, someone's interested in a property, great. Screenshot that property, put it behind you, and then have the whiteboard right there and say a fact about 1234 Jane Street. Now, this could be used with expireds. This could be used if someone's interested in a property and you send them a quick little video like that. This goes a long way in terms of giving someone context. Like, hey, yeah, I was checking out that property. That's cool. What's the fact that I need to know? Or something about that that visually works. Now, you also can do this with the mobile app. So the mobile app, you can have the virtual background as well. So I just made up this one here. It's 1234 Lake Street. But again, that would be a real estate version. If you're not in real estate, all the stuff we just talked about, profiles, websites, screenshots, articles, whatever you need. You also can do on the mobile app something like this where you can type above your head. So that's where the hook would go. I put hi John, but that could be where the hook is as well. So you could hit record, type it on there, put it above, and it's the same kind of feel if you're just doing it from the mobile app. You also have with the mobile app picture in picture. This is really nice for real estate folks doing property walkthroughs, but it can also be for management companies and apartment complexes. Hey, showing the area. It could be nursing homes that are showing the facilities. It could be reaching out to someone and showing their website. You just pull up a website on your computer, take your phone, and just kind of lean in like this, and that way you're showing what's in front of you and you're on the camera as well. So it uses both cameras on the phone. So this is a nice visual way to show something. There's also screen recordings that look like this. Again, if you're in real estate, this is perfect for a market update. Put yourself inside of a bubble, put yourself on top of a website and talk about it. If you're not in real estate, all the same things apply. Profiles, company websites, articles, whatever you need. This right here is a browser-based screen recorder called the Dubb Chrome extension. So any website that you want to be on top of, you can do this here. Now we have a desktop screen recorder that is not beholden to the browser. It's like a little drone that flies over everything on your computer, which is pretty cool. But if you want to be on top of a website, nice and quick, walking someone through something, this is a very nice way to do it. Now you'll notice here, I could have just been smiling in the bubble and saying, hey, pointing at the market update, right? That would work. But again, I took it another step where I got the whiteboard again on my phone and I have a specific message within that bubble. So we know it's a market update because of the title, but we also know there's been a big change. And I did the little annotation arrows pointing at it as well. So these are all little things that can take it to another level in terms of this. Now, regardless of the style that you choose, when someone clicks on this video that you sent them, they're going to be taken to a customized landing page that we call, in Dubb terms, a preset. Presets just mean customized landing pages that are customizable like that. Now, when you get on this page here, someone's going to see your logo, not ours, in the top left, the video you created right there, the animated GIF, and then they're also going to see playlist videos if you have them. And these playlist videos are going to play right after the video that you've created. The power of the playlist is if you record one video, like your pitch video, why someone should work with you, I wouldn't go beyond 2 minutes. A minute or less is probably fine. You record that once and you put it here in your playlist, it will always play after the initial video you've created. And that gives you the freedom in the initial videos, whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many, to really focus on the challenge, the engagement, the value, the whole reason you reached out. And these initial videos, I would keep them short, 30 seconds or less. Jump right into the value. What are you bringing to the table? What action do you want them to take next? And then who you are is secondarily important to what the value that you're bringing to that person or that question that you have. And when you record that video one time, it will always be in your playlist and always play right after. And you can even reference it at the end of the video. Tell them to take the action you want them to take and say, hey, by the way, this next video is going to play. It's all about my background, why you want to work with me. And it runs right into it. If you do have video testimonials, the playlist right here is a great place to have them at the end. It's a nice bookend. If you don't have them, we'll show you how to get them in a second. Now, below the video here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do when they're done consuming the content? Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide? Do you want them to email you back? Do you want them to check out a case study? Do you want them to fill out a form? There's all kinds of choices you can have down here. I wouldn't have a ton of different buttons. You don't want to get someone with paralysis by analysis, but if you do have multiples, go in order of importance from left to right. And then if you don't have video testimonials, a convenient way to get them for both you and the other person is by having the reply with video button below the videos that you send out. So if I wanted to get a video testimonial from someone, I could say, hey, listen, this is Rob. Thanks so much for using the Dubb platform. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't have to download anything. Just click reply with video below and let me know. What do you think about the platform? And then they'll send the video back to you. And then when they send it back, you'll get a little notification inside of the Dubb library. It says, hey, you got a video reply. And then you'll put it as part of your playlist right in here. And this is the nice little loop that you can get someone in right here, the value loop right here. And then off here to the right, this is our SIA. This is our Sales Interactive Assistant. If you want to have this on the landing page, you can. If you don't want to, it's just a button to turn it off. But when you have it on here, it's convenient because when someone lands here, over here to the right, you can have up to 20 FAQs that you create. You can have the top three that show. They also can type in here a question for the AI. And when the AI gives the answer, it's going to want to keep the momentum going. So you see, it gives the answer here, but then it says at the end, are you ready to book a time with Rob? Right here. So it'll give the answer, and then whatever the desired outcome that you want it to be, whatever action you want them to take, it will remind them to take that action. The AI is educated with individual website links. So if you have a website, whatever website pages you want to put inside Dubb, it will only learn what's physically in text on those pages. It's not going to learn like watching videos or anything like that. You also can upload a PDF as well. So it becomes very educated on what you're doing. And the neat thing about these presets and the AIs is that the presets themselves can be specific to certain parts of your audience. You want to set up different preset landing pages for different segments of your audience. One of the easiest splits in the world is obviously real estate buyers and sellers. You set up a page for buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds. You set them up for coaching and consulting, tech industry, healthcare industry, recruiting, employers, candidates. So you have these splits with insurance, mortgage, it's all the same thing. They're all splits in there. And the neat thing about the AI sales assistant is that you can have specific sales assistant AIs that are attached to specific preset landing pages that are only educated on that part of the audience of what it's supposed to know. So you can get very specific. So when you send these videos out and I land on this page, if someone sent me this, I feel like you're talking my language, you're talking to the stuff that I'm interested in, that part of your audience. It's a pretty cool way to connect. And all of this is obviously tracked. So you'll know, did someone open the email? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the percentage? Did they click on any buttons? Did they chat with the AI? All of this gives you the ability to follow up in a very smart way because you know the action that the people have taken, which is pretty neat. Now, as far as recording these, how do we record these? So if we're going to look at the webcam one first, if we're going to go to an option that looks like this, whether we want to record like this, whether we want to record like this, or whether we want to do a combination of both, and it looks like this, here's how we would do that. So inside of Dubb, you'll go to the dashboard, you'll click your red camera icon. It's always up there at the top wherever you navigate around Dubb. And when you do, this is where it opens up your webcam. Now, if you want to do the mobile app, get it here, Dubb app on your phone. And when you have it, the whiteboard function that I was talking about is right there. It's that little square right there at the top, right next to the little crown. If you click that there, that is where you type the message. That's where you type your hook. So when you have your hook in here, type it, turn it. Two T's, type it, turn it. There you go. So it's just like this. So when you begin your video, hey, this is Rob, bum bum, you're holding it right here. Remember the first 3 seconds. Now, if you want to do the virtual background behind you, go below and you go like this. Click virtual background. Go here. There's a lot of stock stuff here, but I would go to your photos and upload the screenshots that are meaningful for the people that you're sending them to. And then it creates a little library in here, and then you just choose the thing that you want. So choose the one you want, click select, and you got it behind you just like this. Just make sure you have a good front light, whether it's natural or ring light. Keep your arms, your hand motions within your shoulders. You don't want to lose them in the soup if you go out that way. And then obviously, if you want to do a combination, you can do the phone and the virtual background. But it's your choice, how deep you want to go creatively with it. Now, I'm going to uncheck the virtual background here. And you also have, with every recording option in Dubb, we have a teleprompter option. If you have not used the teleprompter, it's pretty cool to stay on track. You don't have to guess for the words are right in front of you. You can use an AI to write it. You can write it yourself. You can do a combination of both. So the AI writes it, you give it a human pass. It gives you a way to, if there is specific phrasing You're not going to just kind of wing it and forget it. If there's short, quick videos, you don't need it, you know? Or if you just want to go off the top of the dome and you're good with that, that's totally fine. But if you want something, all you have to do is make sure you have a script saved inside of Dubb. And then when you click up into here, you would either create a new script. If I click that, it'll take me to scripting inside of Dubb. Or I can scroll for a script, or I can search for a script when I put in the title of the script. And there's a script right there. This is going to be your speed. You can always adjust it up or down. You can hit the play button, test the speed. You can back the text off, or you can zoom in a little closer. So if I wanted to do this, here's how it would look. I'm going to have I'm about arm's distance away. I'm going to let the words flow up into my eye line. Whenever it comes to a teleprompter, I would always give it a read through so the words aren't surprising you when you're reading it and give the proper inflection. And then when you're ready to go, here's the hook right here. I'm going to hit record here, and here's kind of the whole thing. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop, click it again to resume. There are a number of aspects to Dubb. There's the recording of videos, and then whenever I want to stop, you can hit the red button, the red X, that will always remind you and ask you, hey, you sure you want to delete it? And then if you want to save this video into Dubb, you like the recording, click the check mark. That's going to save it into the platform. So that is a very quick way to record from your webcam, use the hook on your phone, writing it with the whiteboard, having a virtual background behind you. That is a very direct way to communicate with someone, whether they're interested in a property, you're in coaching, consulting, it's a referral, you're following up with someone you already met with, you're introducing yourself to someone, it's one-to-one, it's one-to-many. This is very straightforward. And when you save a video into Dubb, like you just saw here, it's always going to take you to the video edit page right here inside the platform where you can do a number of things, which we'll come back to in a second. So that's one way to record. That's from your webcam. Now, if we look at this way to record, screen recording, like if we look at this one right here, the browser-based screen recorder, the Chrome extension, we're going to look at something like this now. So it could be any website that you want to be on top of. We're going to use LinkedIn as an example. So if you do a lot of work on LinkedIn, this is a great style to reach out. But again, this could be any website you want to do, market update, real estate, whatever it is. Now, you're going to first get the Dubb Chrome extension. So Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a three-step process to pin it up here at the top and log in. When you do have it, just click this button here. It's going to open up and it's going to put you on the page just like this. When you are on any website, just make sure you know the size, shape, and placement of your webcam. Now, here on LinkedIn, circles, they use circles, so I'm going to keep myself in this circle frame. But if I was on a different page and a more angular site, I'm going to change my shape to something that makes a little more sense. And then size-wise, I don't want to go too big because what's the point of doing a screen recording if you're covering the whole thing? And then in terms of placement, I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben. Got to hug up right next to him right here. Can even knock on his bubble. And then when you're doing this in the bubble in the webcam, you have options. So I can zoom myself in if I want a tighter frame. I can back myself up. I also can physically move myself around to kind of remove myself in the bubble. If I don't like the placement, I can kind of play with that a little bit. I also have an annotation tool that I can use right over here to the left. It's this thing right here. I can use that. I also have a script available, a teleprompter if I want to use it. This one's a little bit different than the one you just saw because this one here, you can manipulate the sides a little bit like this, and you can physically move this thing wherever you want to move it. So I'm going to move it up towards the top, towards the camera, obviously up there. But the thing you want to remember about if you're going to use the teleprompter with the Chrome extension, because this screen recorder is browser based, if I try to go full screen on my browser, I'm going to lose my teleprompter tab because I physically can't get to it. It's behind this thing. I can't tap on it. So you want to leave a little bit of space. So when I hit record, I can tap it and bring it forward and I'm able to use it. Now, technically, when you do these recordings, obviously I want to be live. I'm introducing myself to someone on LinkedIn. I'm doing a property, whatever it is. I'm on the site. I'm talking someone through something. If you already know the client and you just want to send them an audio walkthrough of something, you can just turn the camera off and just do an audio walkthrough. You also technically can use your headshot if you want to use that, profile pic if you want to use that, but being live is great. You also can put a virtual background behind you right inside here. Like we just saw with the other one. You can do the same thing. You can put a virtual inside you here. Now, there are three orientations to record on Chrome. There's camera, which looks like this, which opens up like a webcam. There's tab, which is where if I hit record, it's only going to be the tab that I'm on. It won't show any of the open tabs I have at the top. And then there's screen. Screen will get your entire computer screen. If you ever wanted to record something like I was here on LinkedIn, but I was like, hey, Ruben, I want to show you this other site. Then I would click on one of the tabs at the top and it would bounce me over to the other tab. So that's if you want to do like a little tab journey, I would go screen. But I mostly go tab here because they're nice clean cuts of the page when I want to talk to someone about something specific. Now, when I hit record here, there's one thing I want to get ready before I start, and it is my hook because I want to do the same thing inside of here because I want to give that extra context. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit record. I'm going to choose my tab. There's my tab that I'm on. I'm going to click share, and here we go, just like this. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I did not know you were a writer. I didn't know that. In fact, I'm gonna have to check out your book because we work a lot with writers, and I think if you're as good as I think you might be, then we can have a chat. So what I did there was my point, my wave. I had my hook, right? That's my first 3 seconds, and then you saw me jump to full screen. This is not a necessity. It's just kind of cool to break it and talk to someone directly. So whenever you're, whether it's on LinkedIn or you're walking someone through a website and you want to make a point about something, you can hover over the webcam, double click talk directly to them, double click, go back to the page. So all I'm doing is hovering and double clicking, double clicking. Or I can click the little button here. See that right there? Click that, brings you to full screen. Click the little button at the bottom, same thing. But it just breaks the visuals. You're able to really talk to someone directly and then go right back to the page. Now the annotations you can use like this. So you can do some arrows if you want to. You can do some text on screen if you want a specific message you want to convey. You can put things in numerical order. You can circle, you can draw on the screen, whatever you want. But the annotations are going to stay sticky. So if I continue down the page, they're not going to follow me, which is convenient. So, and then you can just delete them if you want to get rid of them. You also can pause the recording right down here. So if you want to stop, take a break, click it again to resume. So this is a really nice way to walk people through something, whether it's reaching out on LinkedIn, websites, whatever you want. This is browser-based stuff, and you're walking someone through. Now to save this, we're going to do what we did before. We're going to click the check mark, just like we did with the webcam video. And that's, again, going to save this video inside the Dubb platform, which will take us to the video edit page, which we'll look at in a bit. Now, another screen recorder that we have is the Dubb desktop app. Now, the Dubb desktop app does some different stuff here, and I'll kind of give you an example of what that would look like. So let's just pull up this site here. Now, the desktop app, you're going to Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. And the big difference between Chrome and desktop is the desktop app does not have to be browser based. You can pull up a document, a PDF, a video, an MP4, website, whatever it is, because the desktop app is going to fly over the top of everything, whereas the Chrome that you just saw is only browser based. So when you get the Dubb desktop app, this is what this is going to look like. This is the quick view menu here. Does a lot of stuff. We're going to go record screen so you can see what the difference is here and what this looks like. So record screen, here we go. Let me reopen my webcam here. Hold on. Okay, should work now. Hold on. My webcam's giving me trouble. There we go. So with the webcam, does all the same stuff that you saw. The things are in the different places, but it does all the same functionality you just saw with the Chrome. You also have an annotation tool. Does all the same stuff you just saw with the Chrome. The only difference with the annotation is they don't stay sticky. So when you use them, you have to delete them and move on. Because if I use the annotation, then I start scrolling, they're going to follow me down. So you just have to delete them when you're done using them. You also have the teleprompter. This teleprompter is a little different than the Chrome. It's kind of cool. It has the ability to move around like the Chrome extension, but when you find a script in here, let's just grab this one. You'll notice the first thing you see over here is auto track. So this is voice recognition with the teleprompter. So it's not a scroll, it's voice. So if I hit record, it's going to go at my pace. If I don't want to use this and I would rather have the scroll speed that you saw before, just click the button here. It turns off auto track and see how this is. Now you can control the speed like that. See? So you have that as an option. So just choose whatever one you want, either auto track or auto scroll. Now, this is one of the big differences here. So for recording, see this red slash right here at the bottom? If I was going to hit the record button right now, I would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of this red slash, now I have a drop down of choices. You'll notice this says custom. So if you look at the screen, I can move this thing wherever I want to move this thing. So if I want to put myself around a border here, right, I can go like this. I can really get specific. I can come right in here, zoom all this up like this, and now I am right inside here. I'd reduce my size a little bit like this, and now it's super focused. So you can crop around a listing agreement, a contract, a document, a website like you see here, a video, anything that you have on there, a Canvas slide. You can get very specific with cropping, which is pretty cool for this stuff. You also can use it for landscape, for YouTube. YouTube orientation here. You can even go portrait. So if you wanted to do a social video right from your desktop, you can do it just like this. See how I'm right inside the bubble here? So it's really just about having the proper orientation and putting on top of the proper thing that you want to talk about. Now, when I hit record here down the bottom, I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And here I am recording the video. I can pause and resume this just like the other stuff that you saw. But the main difference is right over here with the check mark. So normally, like you've just seen with Dubb, when you hit the check mark, it saves it into the platform, right? Not the case right here. So when I hit the check mark here, you are seeing a clip recorder. The desktop app records in clips, and we're going to merge the clips together at the end into one video. The Chrome that you just saw was one video you pause and resume. These are clips. So what right here is a screen recording clip. Now, what if I want to go right back to where I was and I want to record a second clip? I want to keep going now. So down to the bottom left, you have 3 creative choices to keep recording. The first one is screen recording, which is the one I just did. So if I select this, it's going to take me right back to where I was, and I'm just going to record a second clip like this. I'm going to hit record, and this is clip number 2. Here we go. I can pause and resume all the stuff we talked about, hit the check mark. There's the second clip. See it right here? So now I can physically change the orders of these things too, which is pretty cool. And I can hit the 3-dot menu of each clip and download or delete each one. Keep one I like, get rid of one I don't. So, and you don't have to record chronologically. You also can drag and drop videos from your computer. So if you have an MP4 on your computer that you want to make part of the story, you can do that. And every Dubb video you save into Dubb has an MP4 version you can download that you can make part of this. Now you have another creative choice down the bottom, which is webcam. So I just did 2 screen recording clips. Now I want to do a webcam clip. So I'm going to click that there. It's going to open up my webcam. And this is me just directly talking to the camera about something important, some important point I wanted to make. Maybe it's like, hey, listen, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you click and book a time in my calendar below. Hit the check mark. There's the other clip right there. And it visually looks different than the other ones. Now, the last creative choice here is one of my favorites. It's called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of a bubble and put it on top of anything that you want to put it on top of. So if you don't want to multitask, or maybe you're reaching out to LinkedIn to a bunch of people, right? And all of them can get the same hook pretty much. Well, you could record a video, not say their name, record it, and then take that pre-recorded video, put it in a bubble, and all you have to do is just pull up different profiles and put it on top. So it's really convenient where you can pre-record a message, put yourself in a bubble, a square, a rectangle, and put it on top of anything you want to put it on top of. We do that a lot with our YouTube stuff. So when I hit the narrator button down here, it's going to take me to my video library, right? And let's just pretend that this is the video here. I have a market update pulled up, and I just pre-recorded it about the market. So all I need to do is just frame it properly, scroll around, use the annotations if I want, and I'm going to let the pre-recorded version of me do the talking. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales op. I can pause and resume, all that good stuff. Now that we have these clips, let's merge them together into one video. So down to the bottom right, you're going to click the edit button. That's going to merge everything together. And then here's the video. Now, right inside the desktop app, before we even save it into the platform, we actually have an editor right here and here. So I can hit the play button, recording the video. I can drag our timeline down here. See it at the bottom? I can drag the timeline. So if I want to cut something out, here's my first cut point. Say it starts right here. Hit the scissor icon. Now it split the clip in 2. And then I just drag it to my second cut point or hit the play button. Let's just pretend it's right there. Hit the scissor icon there. Now it's in 3 pieces. Just click the one that you want to get rid of. It's right there. And then all you have to do is hit the trash can and it's gone. And if you want to bring everything back, just click the undo button. Undo, 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 because I did 3 things. And now I'm right back to the beginning. It also has a little smart cut button right here. So if you want to get rid of the silences in your videos, which are all the pink areas, you can totally do that with this. That's if you want that kind of style, if you want that very quick cutting kind of style. You also can download the MP4 right here, and then you can upload it into the platform. The only time I hit the download button for the MP4 is if it's a really long, like I did a ton of clips and I don't want something to go wrong with the upload, I'll download it here, then upload it into the platform. But if they're normal length, I just hit upload. And then that'll save it into the platform. Now, the last kind of recording that we have is the mobile app. So the Dubb mobile app doesn't have to be used on the move. I mean, you could be sitting at your desk, sitting at home, whatever, and use it. The cameras are great on the mobile apps. But if you are out and about, it does have a lot of functionality that you can use that where you can do a ton of stuff. So if I share my screen here, this is what the mobile app functionality is going to look like. Now, once you have the mobile app for iPhone or Android, here's the mobile app right here, home area like this. I'm going to hit the blue record button at the bottom, blue camera. When I hit that there, that's going to open up the recording area like this. Now, when you first have the mobile app, it's going to be defaulted for 1 minute. I always slide mine over to 10 minutes because I don't want to get cut off, and you can't go beyond 10 minutes with the mobile app. So when I hit record, it's going to be the circle button down here at the bottom. Tap it. Now you can see a timer here and you get a timer at the bottom, so two places. And you'll notice I can pause the recording right over here. So I can hit the pause, stop, click it again to resume. To end the recording, tap the circle, and now you have a clip. So the desktop app and the mobile app are both clip recorders. Now this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone, so I have it in my photo video area in case I need it later. I'm going to hit record one more time. Again, here, you got to have at least 2 seconds for a clip to register. Tap the circle again. There's my second clip. So I got two clips now. And these clips, you can move in any order. So if you take your finger and hold a clip for a second, you can slide it. So you're not beholden to A to Z. You can jump around, whatever you want to do. They're really good for storytelling when you want to talk about certain things, because remember, we're going to merge them together at the end. So pretty neat. Just think about each individual clip is almost like a little story that you're telling, and then you merge them together. Now, the clips themselves, when I tap a clip individually, I can trim, and if I click the edit button, now I have some choices. So over here, I can music. We have a whole royalty-free music library. If you want to add some music, you can do that. Just make sure you have the levels low because sometimes it can be way too loud. You also can edit. You can hit the text button. So if I want to do my hook, remember how you saw before it said "Hi John" above my head? All you do is click the text button, and I'll just add it
Again,
here.
here you got to have at
Click it
least two
here.
seconds for
I'll
a
do
clip to
this.
register. Tap the circle.
You put your hook here, right? Click update, and then you can move this wherever you want to. So I just put it above my head. You can change the font and stuff. You can change the color, all that good stuff. So then you'll have it right above your head like that. And that's how I did that before. So if I click on the thing here, I hit play. See how the hook's right there? Just like that. And you can also, with these clips in general, you can do a voiceover. So I can do a voiceover over this clip if I want to. I can wait till the end to do a voiceover over all the clips if I want to do that. I also can speed up the action. Like if I'm doing a property walkthrough and I'm kind of buzzing down the hallway, I can speed that up. So a lot of options per clip that you can do to make them really creative. Now, over here to the right, these icons here, if you don't know what these do, you can click the tooltip here at the top, the little eye icon, and that's going to give you all of the functionality right in here and what they do. Now, flips your camera, this one right here. This one right here is a countdown timer. I always have mine on 3 seconds because it just seems like the appropriate amount of time. 3, 2, 1. Remember to smile, start your video. There we go. You can do 10 seconds, but it seems a little long unless you're doing like a far shot. This one right here is a video stabilization. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it feels like, you're going to make someone throw up if they're going to watch it, then all you have to do is click here and click low, medium, or high, and then it will smooth it out and it'll be much more of a smooth kind of experience as you're kind of moving. If you want to use a teleprompter, it's this one right here. And when you select this one, just like we did before, find your script. Let's grab this one. Here's your speed right here, up or down. You hit the plus button or slide it. And then when you hit the play button, you'll see if you like that speed there. If not, you can speed it up. You can hit the edit pencil icon here, make any real-time changes, then save them. And if you find that your eyes are wandering down, either increase the speed or slide the guardrails up like this. So there's nothing to look at down here. You only have to look at the top and your eyes stay towards the camera. Now, if you don't want to use scroll speed and you want auto track, unfortunately, it's only available right now on iPhone, hopefully Android soon. But if you select here with the gear icon and you select auto track and you hit record, now it's going to go at my pace as I read it like this. Your buyer just pulled up three cheaper options on ChatGPT while you were talking. Price objections are instant. So now what do you do? And then it kind of goes at your own pace like that. So just click the gear icon, choose which one you want, and that's what you'd use. And then if you want to turn it to the side like this for landscape, the script will adjust like that if you want to do that. And then to close the teleprompter, tap the X and it's closed. Now, if you have a video that you recorded on your phone, not in the mobile app, and you want to make it part of the story here, go to the folder icon here. It'll bring you to your photo video area, find the video that you recorded, click add clips, and then it will drop it right down in here. And again, you can physically with your finger move it in any order that you want. If you want to record what's on your screen, it's this button right here. If you want to use filters, this little button. So this does skin smoothing, black and white, different color gradations. You can use that. Picture in picture, like I showed in the beginning, it's this one right here. So again, this is awesome for property walkthroughs, obviously, because you can be on the what you're showing. It uses both cameras on the phone. I can zoom myself in and make myself bigger. I can zoom into my background like that. If you're not in real estate, though, you could just take this and like, if I hit this here, I could pull up my computer and do one of these, like a lean in to what I'm showing. So you have a lot of options with this stuff. Now you also have down here your virtual backgrounds, the last icon down to the bottom right. This is a lot like I showed in the beginning with the webcam. Person's profile, properties, articles, websites, screenshots of people taking an action. Click right here and then just choose the, photo from your gallery in your background and put it right behind you. And then you'll have it right there. And then when you're ready to merge all these clips into one video, just select the blue button to the top right. That's going to merge everything together. And once it's merged together, you're going to have an automatic downloaded copy on your phone in your photo video area. And then you also can just click the upload button right here, the blue upload button, and it's going to save it into Dubb. Now, from the mobile app in general here, back in the main area, see your videos right here in the middle, these videos here? You can send them right from here as well. So if I grab this one, see that blue button in the middle says share video? I can do copy for email. So I copied it to my clipboard and then just pull up my email, hit a compose like this. I'll do a new one. Just go here, just paste it like this, copy and paste, and it drops it in just like that. And you're able to send it from your phone. You also can do copy for SMS. So you're right there, copy to clipboard and send it that way as well. Now, when you save a video into Dubb, it's going to be available on the mobile app and on your computer, obviously. And once we save a video in there, now you have some options because now we're going to talk about the customization of this stuff. So, like we mentioned in the beginning, when you have someone click on your video, they go to a landing page, they get that experience we talked about in the beginning. But when you have your landing pages set up, you have some cool options. So when you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to the video edit page. Let's grab this one right here as an example. Here we are. Recorded a video, you saved it, this is where you end up. You can end up here after you recorded it, or you just get there from your video library like I just did. Now you can change the title at the top, right in here. We'll just call this, let's call it LinkedIn test. We'll just say LI test. Hit the check mark, and now you just have an internal name to your video that you've saved. You can download the MP4 version of this video if you want to. You can choose a different preset landing page background if you want to choose one that's already created. You can test this over to the right to see, hey, let me preview this thing. Let me make sure I got the video. Yep, there it is. I got my playlist videos. I got my buttons. I got my AI. Everything's all set up perfect. You also have the ability here to upload it right to YouTube, to your YouTube channel if you have one. And down here, you have analytics. So we have an AI coach here called Kyra. Then when you click generate, it's going to give you feedback on your content analysis with delivery with words. It's going to give you visual feedback and content feedback. So if you're looking for a non-biased coach to give you a little review here, just click generate right here from Kyra. We also have activity reporting. So did someone open your email? Did they click on any buttons? Did they watch the video? And if they watched it, what's the watch percentage? Because if they watch half of it, you know what they've consumed. And that really kind of writes itself in terms of a follow-up because you don't want to say, hey, I'm following up just to follow up. I'm following up because I know you learned about this, but I know you missed about this. And it kind of gives you a talking point. You also have an editing tab right inside here. So this is just like the editor we saw in the desktop app. It's still transcoding, but it's just like the one we saw earlier. You can chop, cut it out, all that good stuff. You have a design tab where if you don't want the first 3 seconds to be the animated video preview like we talked about in the beginning, if you don't want that, you can slide this to a different part of the video and then click generate thumbnail And that will be the 3-second animated preview that someone sees. You also can upload a thumbnail as well. So you have those really good creative options. Now, every Dubb video also has a QR code. So if you're doing any kind of physical marketing where you're doing door hangers in real estate or you're doing, mail outs or anything like that, make a fun video that someone sees when they scan the QR code. If you're at an event where, I would pre-record something, hey, it was great meeting you at the event, something like that. They can see that when they leave. If you're doing open houses, why not have a QR code on the counter that says, hey, thanks so much for coming to the open house. By the way, click below for similar properties. So you can do that. Now, you recorded a video in the ways that we just looked at. You have it on a preset landing page. Now you would just like to share it. So to email something out from a simple send, you would have the word video in the subject line, just like this, because it's rare that you see that. So always have the word video first thing they read. And then you want to have your hook that we talked about in the beginning, whether you ChatGPT or whether you use Auto within the Dubb dashboard, get those hooks. And then inside here, why they should watch the video below, something very short. And then to add the video in here, there's two ways to add it in. So inside the Dubb dashboard or the Dubb platform, any video that you select always has a big blue share and send. So select that button here, put the email of the person you're sending it to. You can add a little personalization text on top, click copy for email, and then it's just a copy and paste. And you drop it in just like that. Now, from inside Gmail and Outlook 365, you have a shortcut. So in Gmail, you're going to notice this little Dubb button down here at the bottom. In Outlook 365, it'll be off to the right in add-ins. The reason this button exists is because you have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder that we talked about earlier right here at the top. And then this little shortcut button is going to show up down here. So when you select that button here, it's going to open up the Chrome extension. And when it opens up, you're going to have some options here. Let me refresh. So when you click the button, let's click it again. There we go. So it opens up off to the right. So see me scrolling through my video library down here at the bottom. That's where you would choose the video that you want. So I would click advanced options. I would put the email again in for the tracking, add a little personalization text if I want to add it, and then just click insert video. And it pops it in just like that, right from within the email sender. Now, if you're going to send someone a message on LinkedIn, like remember the LinkedIn video we recorded earlier? If I wanted to share that with someone, I would want to make a connection with the person on LinkedIn first, let them become a first connection. Once they are, then click message, and then you'll notice that same Dubb button right down there at the bottom. All you have to do is click that there, find the video, let's just say it's this one, insert, and then you can highlight this text, and change it to something a little more specific. Click send, and then they're going to see that nice animated video GIF preview right inside their inbox, which is way better than seeing the text-based stuff that people normally get. Now, when you're inside the Dubb dashboard in general, as a reminder, if you have a CRM that you love, you have a HubSpot, Salesforce, Go High Level, whatever it is, just add videos to your workflows. If you don't have a CRM, just remember that you can upload your contacts into Dubb and you can do tasks, deals, tags, all of that good CRM stuff if you want to use Dubb for that. You also have the ability to do campaigns. So within Dubb, you can do bulk email and SMS sending. If you have our Pro Plus plan, you can do automation, automated workflows and drip sequences where people take actions and then something happens after that. If you have those within the other CRMs that we have integrations for, that's cool. But if you want to use Dubb, you can. And like I was mentioning in the beginning, if you have not chatted with Otto, the dashboard's a little different now. Otto's front and center. You can ask Otto questions about Dubb, how to use the platform. You can also ask Otto strategy questions like we talked about at the top. Hey, Otto, I need hooks. Give me 25 to 6 word hooks. They're going to get my audience to want to click on my video. You can ask those questions here as well. Now, if you want customer service help with Dubb, you can ask Otto. That will give you answers and links. Or you can click the little green button down the bottom here, and that's our intercom system where you can do chat with the team, or you can do a keyword search down here, and it'll give you an article and a video as well. Now, inside the dashboard down over here to the right, if you do not know about this, about being a partner, we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb when you share your link here. All you have to do is click apply now, creates this referral link, and just share it. We have a Dubb partner webinar that we're doing recurring every Thursday that we talk about these strategies. We also have a specific real estate one we do every Wednesday. And today is the Pro Plus one in about 40 minutes that Ruben's going to be taking everyone through if you're part of Pro Plus. So there's a lot of help here. There's a lot of different ways to record. There's a lot of creativity that you can have. But I think the biggest thing is just recognizing what is your number one use case with the people that you reach out to, and what is the most straightforward technology you can use, and not get overwhelmed with everything else and just focus on that. That's one of the biggest things. Okay, so let me pop over here. I saw Janine. I saw you had your hand up. Hi, nice to meet you. You can go ahead if you'd like to. You should be able to unmute, I believe, on your side.
Yes. Ooh, can
Hi.
you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. How are you?
Great. I'm fine. How are you? I have a question. So I created a video in Dubb. I help small businesses with the Small Business Saturday materials, and I shared the link out. I wanted to be able to ask for the email of the people that are, viewing that link. And I wasn't sure how to, if you will, gatekeep that, or do I create a landing page and something else? And then once they do that, then they'll refer to that URL of my Dubb video. I just wasn't sure, or is that something I can do in Dubb itself?
So you mean like if you sent me a video, right?
Uh-huh.
You would have my
Or I
email.
posted it. Say I posted it in your group.
Oh, so like on Facebook or something? Or like,
Yeah. Mhm.
oh,
Or WhatsApp or like a group that I
oh,
belong to. Yes.
okay. Yeah, so what you could do is have a Dubb link there, and then it'll be taking them to the Dubb landing page. And then
Right.
you could have a form fill below where they could fill out a form, and then it could be either uploaded into Dubb as a contact, or be taken wherever you want
Okay.
to take them.
So
Yeah.
I should create a Dubb landing page to
Yeah,
get that
create a
information.
preset, and then you can create a button that's like a form fill. You can either have a link to an external form if you have like a Wufoo form or whatever it is. It could be a link, a
Okay.
CTA button below, or you can create a Dubb form, which we have under CTAs, which is the button below the video.
Okay. Yeah, because I do have it. It is connected to my Go High Level. So I wasn't sure,
Oh,
should I
nice.
create the form and Go High Level, and once they fill out their name and email and hit submit, they'll be automatically directed to that Dubb link that has the Small Business Saturday materials.
Yeah, I would do the link is preset landing page. You have a nice video there, and then just have
Okay.
which is the materials you're talking about for the Small Business Saturdays, and then below that have the link to the Go High Level form. Since you already have it in there, might as well just
Right.
direct them to that. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. So I was, cause let me, real quick question. Because I have it connected, the integration. And
Mhm.
I just noticed the other night is that if I send it to someone, so with the integration to go high level, if someone, say I don't have that form that we've been talking about, and they get the link,
Yeah.
if they're already in my go high level, would their contact information show up since it's integrated or no?
I believe it does, right, Nina?
Okay.
If there's a one-time upload, I think from
Yeah.
the contacts into Dubb, then going forward, the new ones would be over to Dubb, right?
Yes, correct. Like you need to import your contacts first into Dubb, like a CSV file having their
Okay.
first name, last name, email address, and
Okay.
then when you go to resources, then marketplace, get it connected with Go High Level.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward, after that one-time import of your contacts, moving forward, every time you have a new contacts in Go High Level, that will be
Mm-hmm.
automatically be in sync with your Dubb CRM,
Oh,
and
okay.
then whoever watched or clicked or viewed your video when you send them via Go High Level, we will be able to track if they engaged with the video.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then, I saw some questions in here. And one of them was, I saw it was by Terry. Terry asked, can you train Otto about you and your business? So, I believe the back end with that, Ina, right? Is that done on our side, or is that I think it would only be that, right? I think.
For auto right now, the way to inform it about your business is through the AI profiles. I'm not sure if Rob has shown the AI profiles, but that's one way to give auto your information. Like if you
Oh,
go
Sia?
to
You
the
mean Sia? Ina, like through Sia?
oh, is it auto or Sia?
Oh, which one's the AI profile? Like, where would you? Yeah, probably share your screen on that
The
one. That'd be cool.
okay, the AI profile would be it used to be an IRA. the AI writing
Yeah.
assistant, but
Yep.
now it's in auto. So once you're on your dashboard here on the right side, you will see the profile icon. Then
Yep.
this is where you will find the AI profile. So you can fill out with your information like your profession, target audience, unique selling proposition, everything about your business, like what you offer, the definition of success for your clients, and of course your typical call to action. And you can also use the have method that Rob is showing us, like hook your audience, address their needs, provide value, and extend a compelling call to action.
Thanks
Yeah.
for doing that because I always just talk about the profile stuff, the AI profiles, and when we switched out of Ira and went to Auto, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, that's over there. I totally forgot. See, that's
Yeah.
perfect. So basically, yeah.
Can
So Terry, did that make sense?
yes, but can you can you train it on, in other words, if you have more than one business you do,
Mhm.
can you train it on two different businesses or just one?
If you look at the profile, because it's with that you have different profiles. So I guess technically you could just create it as a different profile if you wanted to. The only thing that you just want to be wary of is, with the preset landing pages, when you have like, what's your business, Terry? What do you do? Terry, what do you do?
Yes, yes. I'm in real estate,
So
Yeah.
but I
Terry,
also have a service business I do.
you want
Oh,
more
okay.
coffee or
And
no?
so I'm actually transitioning more out of the service business back into real estate more.
Oh, got it.
But
Okay.
one is paying for the other right now, and I don't want to lose.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I was just going to say, like, sometimes with, the preset landing pages, if it's a completely different business, we typically do separate Dubb accounts for that. And we always give discounts and stuff if it's something totally different. But if it was like, Terry Inc., and under Terry Inc., there was all the same emails and same stuff, that's totally fine. But I think you can technically, if you wanted to, I mean, you could put a different profile in there and have that information. It's just that the contact stuff would all be the same. Does that make sense?
Yes, and one other question
Yeah,
that I put in there. Is there a, because I mean, this is a lot. It's like drinking from a fire hose.
sure.
So is there a lot, I mean, a way to, and I think I've seen it, but never just watched it,
Yeah.
to say, okay, this is where I start, and
Yep.
I need to train myself on Dubb all the way through.
There is I would say, if we have the link to it, it would probably have it in the Dubb library. So since you're in real estate, Terry, there's a little 3-minute video that Darius did called Real Estate in 3 Minutes. But basically, when you can watch that, or if you watch this training back later when it's on YouTube, in real estate, I mean, buyers and sellers, who are your folks?
Both.
Both? Okay. So market updates, that's a screen recorder. That's you in the bubble on a website pulled up that gives a market update. You talking about it. That's the Chrome extension screen recorder. That's one you want to do. That's so you could send out to your circle of influence. Hey, this is what's happening in the market. The one I showed with picture in picture, do you still do property walkthroughs?
Yes, I keep mute myself. So
Oh, that's right. I'm like, hey, dramatic pause. So,
yeah,
and the answer is, and no, so you can, with that, you can use picture in picture, like I showed earlier, where you use
okay,
the mobile app and you're walking someone through that. So those are two very specific texts and two very specific examples. Now, if someone's interested in a property, you could do like we looked at in the beginning from the webcam, where you put the property, a quick screenshot of the property, put it behind you, and then send it to the person. Even hold up the white phone, says, hey, about the property. Those are three, like I would focus on those three right there. So
okay,
that's the tech, that's the use case. So forget everything else. When you watch this back, just go to the part in the beginning where I talk about have a property behind you, have the whiteboard, you get the Dubb mobile app, you type it on here, right? Go to the part where you're in the bubble on top of a website for a screen recording, and then go to the part where you're using the mobile app doing a property walkthrough. Those are the three things I would focus on.
sounds good.
Does
Thank
that
you.
work? Does that make a little more sense?
It does, yes.
Perfect. And then send us a video, feedback at Dubb.
All right.
That's the video. Send it over. So that's your homework, Terry.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And let's see. I saw Christian, you had your hand up, and then we'll go over to Priya as well. Christian, go ahead.
Right. My question is, whenever I choose a virtual background,
Mhm.
would that be a default setting on the webcam I mean, on the phone and also on the desktop version, or every time I would need to choose one?
I think I believe when you choose one, it stays until you change it, right? I believe it stays sticky. So like when you open it back up,
Yeah,
it's going to be there unless you change it.
Okay,
correct. That's
perfect.
right.
Yeah.
So if I set both of them the same, it's going to be until I change it, correct?
Yeah.
So I don't
Yep.
have to deal with it every single time. Okay.
Right. Yep.
And then today's video going to be on YouTube, and that's going to be on the latest video. So if you don't mind.
Yeah, that'd be the most current. So when you go to videos, it'd be the most recent one. Yep.
Perfect. One more question before I go. So I know you and we talked about this before. So I would like to connect with people that realtors that worked with or has experience with follow-up bust integration with Dubb.
Yeah.
Do you think the Facebook group or what would be the best
I
way
think
to?
Facebook group is cool, but you should come in if you can to the meetings on Wednesdays. Those are real estate specific, the webinars we just started doing. Those are recurring every Wednesday at 11:30, right, Ina? I think 11:30 our time.
Yeah, 11:30.
So PST, so it'd be well, you're on East Coast, so what, 2:30 your time?
2:30. All right, I'll make a note of it. So Wednesday, 2:30.
Yep.
2:30 p.m. Okay, I appreciate you.
Cool. Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming in, Christian. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
And then Priya, I saw you had your hand up. Hey, Priya.
Hey, Rob. So my quick question would be following up from before about the property video. So I have pre-recorded ones I've recorded before. Can I do the pick and pick for that with me in the bubble and
Yeah.
walking through the video?
Yeah, yeah. If you already have it pre-recorded, just use the Dubb desktop app,
Okay.
narrator function. And when you watch this back, that we talked about that in there. It's the narrator function on the desktop app. And that's where you can take any video you pre-record, whether you sat in front of the webcam, talked about the market update, right? Take
Yes.
that video, put it in the bubble, pull up the website, put yourself on top of it, and then just hit record.
Okay. So the other video would be playing in the background while I talk, right?
If you want to, if you want to, there's a couple things you can do. So you can always, with the desktop app, you could pull up like a video. Say it was like a YouTube video or an MP4 video, right? And then you just put it on mute. You could frame around it, and then you could be in the bubble talking about it. Or you can do one clip where you introduce the video and then you let the video play. So if you want to try one, send it over to feedback and I can give you feedback on it.
Awesome. Because I was thinking of talking through it because when I'm shooting a video and walking,
Yeah.
and then there's sounds of my heels clicking in the background. And
Yeah,
this way, if I could just mute the video, like you said, and then put a pick and pick and talk through the video in my bubble, it
yeah.
would, I think, be better.
Yeah, you could totally, what you could do is if you're out at the property and you're recording the walkthrough, right? You can record it with the mobile app, get all the clips you want, save it into Dubb, right? And then you pull it up on your computer, okay? And then with the Dubb desktop app, you have a portrait framing option. So you just pull up the video on your computer and then it's on mute and you put the frame around it and then put your bubble in it and there you go.
Yeah,
So,
but this is like after the fact, right? In
yeah,
the future, I can do it
right.
through the Dubb. So here I could probably upload it into Dubb, like you said, and then, try
Yeah,
different. Yeah, got
yeah,
it. Thank
yeah.
you so much.
Send it over to feedback though if you want us to check it out.
Sure. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah, no problem, Priya. And then let's see. I think there were a couple other questions in here. Rick was asking, "Is your background live now?" I think Rick might have bounced out though. Rick said he had a little bit of lag, with his Chrome. So let's see. Ed, is Ed still here? Ed was here earlier. Let's see. I'm gonna have to get it back to him on that. JR, let's see. JR, go ahead, my friend.
First of all, thanks for this because it is really, really, really informative. And I love listening to these. You do such a good job. Um, I want to have a website landing page where at first I thought I wanted to have a Dubb up front and the landing page is an outro.
Yeah.
But after watching this, Rob, I think what I want to do is have the landing page with me in the little circle talking about it.
Yep.
Um, am, am I kind of confusing things?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, you want to be able to, when you think about the Dubb landing pages, the presets, right? Someone lands on the page. They see the video you recorded, they see playlist videos, they see buttons. There's an AI assistant to the right if you want that. We're talking about that, right? The landing page, right?
Right, my landing page.
Right. And when you say you want to have I want to attack a website landing page under the outro. When you say a website landing page, you mean like an external site, like another site, like they could go somewhere else after that, after the Dubb one?
Exactly. That's a page actually with 3 CTAs on the bottom.
Right.
So answering my own question, I'd have to use the Chrome function with Dubb and not go to the other options if I wanted to have those buttons active.
Well, if we're talking about this here, let me show you visually because I want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. So when you're on this page here, let me show you this. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So you're here, right? So someone clicked on your video, they land here. These buttons can do anything. You could technically have your website down here as a button, and then they select that and they're taken to your website. That's not the pre-designed preset landing page from Dubb. It's your own website that you already have. Is that what you want people to do?
Well, that would be a simple way to do it. And that way I'd be assured that all the CTAs on the landing page would be functional, which is the whole point of.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So whatever you want to have them do. But yeah, one of them could be a website page and takes them right to it. Yep.
Very cool.
Cool. Well,
Thank you.
Sarah. Thanks for the kind words as well. We appreciate it. And let's see. I think I saw where is Mr. Jai? Jai, go ahead, my friend. I saw you had your hand up. What's up, Jai?
I heard you mention Otto, and I just happened to look over there. Where's the writing assistant at? Or is Otto the writing assistant?
Yeah, it's all one. Everything has become merged now.
Oh, okay. Now,
Yeah, yeah.
now I do remember Ruben talking about we can train the thing, but I thought it was something in the back end, like somehow maybe like we have some documents, something that we can put it in her.
The only thing that I know about
I remember him saying that 'cause
Yeah.
clearly.
I'll have to check with them because I don't know. I know with SIA you can obviously do that. But with Auto, we have our training on, the backside that we do, so Auto does the right stuff. But I think the only way to train Auto on your stuff is with the profile stuff we talked about before. You remember that Ira used to have, the little profile?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the only
I'm
way.
I actually just completed that while you was answering all those questions, and
Oh, nice.
he actually got it. He got it. It was really. I mean, I'm pretty because I've been doing this for the last what I don't know, last 2 weeks training all these different AI things.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's the same thing. It's like okay, copy paste, right? He
Totally
actually
right.
got it. So
Yeah.
um, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, unless we have
now I
some
can
other
actually use
kind of
Otto
yeah.
because I gave Otto a series of questions and he was on it. I mean, he can add.
Yeah.
Unlike
I hope
yeah,
so.
he
That'd be
can add
fun.
good. Add, multiply, divide.
Yeah, nice.
Good. So I'm like, okay. So that now, hmm. So but no more writing assistant. Otto's the writer. He's the writer.
Yeah, yeah. No more Ira. So it's all slowly just becoming Auto. Which I think eventually even Sia will probably become Auto, kind of the one head that does everything. Probably. Yeah. Let's see. I saw Carolyn. What is the schedule for these calls every day or once a week, or how does it work? Do you have special calls for the affiliate program? Yeah, so Carolyn, we have this is Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. PST. All the recordings are on YouTube. And then the partner one is at 11:30 a.m. PST on Thursdays. That's when that'll be for the affiliate for the partner stuff.
Okay, and you do this every week?
Yeah, every day. This one's every day. Yep, Monday through Friday.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming in. And then let me just check something really quick before we go because we're almost at like 10 past. What is the best way? Is Janine still here? What is the best way to create an email capture before a person views your videos so you can build your list? Okay, I think we talked about that. Janine, did we talk about that? Did we talk about that one? Janine, can you hear me?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I think
Thank
we
you.
did. It sounded familiar.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Priya brought up about recording a property walkthrough, can pick a pick. Okay, we talked about that. Maurice, is Maurice still here? I think Maurice was here. How can I make a Zoom meeting with you? Oh, with Ina. Okay. Did you reach out to Maurice is here. Hey, Maurice.
Hey, how you doing, Rob? I
Good.
do have a
Good.
quick question.
Yeah.
My question is, if I record a video um, record a video using a green screen.
Mhm.
Is there any way to change that background after the fact that after the after me making the video?
Oh, like you already recorded it?
Right, with a
Uh,
green screen.
no. See, unless you did like a, like what are one of the editing things where you cut yourself out pretty much, but that would kind of be a pain. But not with Dub though. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Maybe it's a feature request, but I don't know. That would kind of be a tough one though. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Hey
you're welcome.
Rob.
Yeah.
Hey Rob. Now inside of here where it says include action notes, what
Mhm.
does that mean? In the profile.
Let me check. Let me see. Let me see. Let me share my screen. Profile. Let's just pick this one.
All the way down to the bottom.
Oh, this is where if you have like script notes with your script, like if you're doing like a video script, like look to camera or turn this way, like it would kind of be like the notes you'd see in like a script for action.
Okay, so how do you put the script notes in there?
How do you put them in there?
Yeah, where you put them at?
Well, it depends on what prompt you pick. So if you put include, then when it creates the script, like if your prompt was like create me a sales call or something, or a script for a sales phone call, the action should be related to that. But it would generate the best recommended action. You wouldn't put it in yourself.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right, because there's certain things that he just did it. He just did it like Ira never did that, but he says, "I hope this email finds you well." I don't talk like that, so I want to make sure he doesn't say that anymore.
Yeah.
And don't say dear,
Mm,
and never thank the noun.
yeah.
I'm not gonna thank somebody doing what they're supposed to do.
I wonder if you
I'll
put
say
that in
appreciate.
I wonder if you put that in one of the answers, how like when you have the profile that
Where?
asks questions, if
I
you
don't know.
put
Where can
that
I put it
in.
at?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. Maybe one of the answers you give, just throw it in there, just so it has it.
I know, but where would I put it at in the AI thing?
Yeah, you have to. I'm not sure. I think you just have to pick one of the areas. Like if I'm in profile and I click edit, the only area you have to really educate this thing is within these questions. Maybe we need like an open form, maybe. It's like a little form you can drop some stuff in, maybe as a feature request. Because if not, you'd have to drop it in here somewhere. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I can't drop the definition of success.
Maybe like your company offers, your unique selling proposition. Maybe in here, maybe you could mention it. It's not going to be a perfect fit, obviously, but at least when you put it in there, it will, Auto will say, "Oh, that was mentioned." Maybe that will do it. I would maybe test it.
All right, I'm
Just type it
gonna
in
do
one of the areas and then have it generate the script. And if it's still saying the same thing, it didn't work, you know?
that.
So there we go. So anyway, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, hey, we got to be a little crazy on this side.
So,
Everybody, 13 past the hour. We got to run, but thank you so much for coming in. As always, this will be on YouTube in the next 2 to 3 hours, and see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.
oh wait, Rob,
We
Rob.
got. Huh?
So when auto toggles, if it
Hmm.
asks no, okay, it says no, okay.
Hmm.
So now copy and paste it in what box? Well, you know what? All right, I got it.
Yeah,
Because
just pick one. Just pick one and see
he
if
had
it
it,
works.
and I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it.
All right. Let me know.
Well,
All
I may need a second one. Okay, I got
right.
it.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you, sir.
Yep. Bye.